Hello, my name is Adara at Retool, and my head of sales asked me to make a video about this. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I outbounded and generated 1.2 million of pipeline by automating everything with Retool AI. So lucky for you, this is super easy to do, and if a sales girl like me can do it, you can do it too. So the first thing I did was vectorize all the relevant sales content, collateral, customer stories, customer information, and outbound emails into a retool vector store. A vector store is essentially a collection of documents that an LLM like GPT-4o can access and use to create the emails for you. So here's an example of a doc I made, which is basically instructing the LLM on how I like to sell a retool, what the value props are, some of our customer outcomes. And then an example of another thing I added to the vector store was all the emails that were impactful for me and that had the writing style that I wanted it to emulate. So as you can imagine, you can create a vector store like this for yourself as well. It's super easy. You just click create new vector and you can upload any PDF and any text document here, and then your LLM will be able to access it. So eventually you'll have something like this. So this is a series of all the 10Ks or annual reports of automotive customers that I was outbounding. If your account that you're outbounding doesn't have annual report data, you can always go to LinkedIn Account IQ Insights and make a PDF of that, and then use that to write your emails as well. So the app that I eventually built is super simple. This is actually it. So all it is a chat component on the left here, which accesses all the vectors, and then a series of prompts that my BDR can very quickly copy paste and use to work with the content. If we take a look at the query that's connected to this chat component, we can see it's referencing my vectors and has a little bit of system prompting, but that's really it. It doesn't get much more complicated than that. And now all my BDR has to do is multi-shot in the chat component here as follows. So I'm going to let this run so you can see the quality of emails this actually writes. So I like the chat component because my BDR can really work on developing this messaging in a fluid way. And just so that you can see the outcome here. So this is actually like an email I would write. So I feel like this is a much more efficient way to start to draft messaging at scale to reach your target accounts and story. So just to show you the final results and look back, I made this graphic here. Over Q1, my BDR and I reached out to 35 accounts, got 10 conversations, 6 meetings booked, and 2 opportunities created. We kept the system going, and by the end of Q2, we're able to reach full coverage of our priority accounts, get 21 conversations, 17 meetings booked, and 6 opportunities created. So I hope that was helpful. Please reach out if you have any questions.